Line up on the inside row. Pit road is closed.
Oh, good. You're not in front of me this time.
The estimated
Things
SOS
up here
is
from Hickory. Get ready to go racing.
2,177.
Oh, we got Brandon.
Yep.
Welcome in, Brandon.
Yeah, what's going on?
Look at the race details once again here. 78 degrees, 45.
Not much. Didn't see none of my other teammates here, so I figured I'd come raid you.
Temp is cooled a bit to 104 degrees Fahrenheit as the field begins to line up here on the front stretch. But with that said, let's take a look at our starting grid. On the pole position with a lap time of 14.726 seconds. It's the 051 of Kyle.
Do you usually listen into Brian's live stream?
I always go in after the race.
Oh, okay. So when we talk about you, it's usually listen in after.
Row 3, it'll be Mike.
Yeah, I don't get to see it firsthand.
Starting in the fourth row, Josh Stewart with Steve Durbin to his right elbow.
Whoa, do I get lucky here?
And William Tyndall. Starting in the 11th position, the 44th.
They said he crashed.
Larry Bruner with Neil Quick in
Like it's
the
game crash.
Oh, no.
12th spot. 13th starter is Josh Funkhauser, the number 81, and last but not least, 51 of Chris Walling. Your starting grid here from Hickory Motor Speedway. Field gridded up, ready to go for 2 pace laps here around this 3/8 mile oval before we get underway. Field rolling away.
Hey, Ray. Thank you. I'll try not to wreck him.
Get ready. All right, man. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Outside.
Of course, he's probably just going to take off and leave us all.
Still there. Clear high. Clear high.
Tight.
Half a lap away from green flag racing as the field enters turn number 3. Terzak already weaving the race car left to right, trying to warm the tires a bit. Looks like James Pileski may have missed the start here. Green flag. Green flag, nevertheless, in the air, and we are racing from Hickory Motor Speedway.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear.
Ouch.
It'll buff out.
Out quickly, lap 1 in the books. Kyle Terzak maintains the top spot. Brandon Mefford second. Brian McCann runs in the 3rd position. Tough break for James Pileski. Not sure the situation there with the number 93. Was excited to see him back here. He's got pace very similar to Kyle Terzak. It would be great to see a 4-way battle up in front between Terzak, Mefford, McCann, and Pileski, but looks like it's just going to be these 3, at least for the time being. We'll see if somebody else
Can't get him, Brandon.
as this race goes on. Nevertheless, 4.5 laps in, Terzak with the lead.
I don't think so.
Mefford real loose up.
Just got to get to him.
The car in that second. McCann and the 12 and Timmy Schofield in 4th. Steve Durbin runs 5th.
The car in P14 just hit the fastest lap. 15.008. That was your fastest lap of the session.
How was that my fastest lap?
See if we can get an idea of exactly what happened.
That was a horrible lap.
It doesn't give me an indication other than the fact it shows that he crashed, but may have just had a computer issue more than anything else as he does sit there in pit lane.
Maybe he likes to, I guess he likes to go off that right rear. I didn't think he'd like that.
James Pileski, that is, it's number.
Whoa, that's too much.
He's running in the 14th position, not on the lead lap. He's about 2 or 3 laps down to this point. He's going to be one of the faster cars on the racetrack, so I would not count him out just yet. He does have opportunities here to get back on that lead lap, be it through a natural caution or a stage caution if one is thrown.
Oh, it likes that. Okay.
First stage will end at the completion of lap 25. Number 2 will be lap
The
65.
leader just did a 15.173. Still there.
That's got to be wheel damage.
No, I let out big time. It would have been.
Lusky working his way through the field nevertheless. Meanwhile, back out front, Turzak, Brandon Mefford, Brian McCann, top 3 under a blanket as they come back to start finish, lap 13.
I gotta quit doing that.
Close quarters battle here, at least for the second spot. Mefford was right there, but real loose off turn 2 as McCann gets the fence. One's loose, one's tight. Either way, it's not a good recipe. Checking back into the IROC stream chat. We got Tony Kibb says, let's go, Kyle. And Legendary Gaming Network says, someone explain this to me. Well, I guess I need to know more of what you're looking to have explained. Be happy to help, though. Well, we got a battle for the top spot. Let's not get too deep into explanations. Let's just watch the action at hand. Brandon Mefford.
I don't think I can get him on the outside.
Early on, if he could just get around and get clear of Kyle Turzak, might see him put some distance on the 051. We really haven't seen that happen all season long. Here at Hickory, though, it's a tiny little racetrack, not really 2 grooves to work with. You've really got to get an amazing run off of one corner and down into the next to get alongside, but they still have to find a way to complete that pass. Typically, that's going to require a little bit of a bumper. Trading paint, little rubbins racing. As we talk about that, Turzak may have seen those 2 are starting to reel him in and started to put some distance, albeit not much. Car length, maybe 1.5 back to Mefford and McCann. All right, so Legendary Gaming Network says, what exactly is this? An AI sim? People legit playing? What game? All right. So this is, well, it's iRacing. You haven't figured that out yet. It's iRacing. It's an online, some people call it a game. Some people freak out when you do that. They call
It's a game.
Which it kind of is. But these are all real people. This is a league race.
Got him.
This is 19 and 20 tonight of their regular season. So there is a human being sitting in front of their computer system with a
You can get him, I'll leave you alone.
pedal set. Each one of them driving their race cars in competition with everybody else. And I'm Steve with HBR TV, bringing it to you. Hopefully that sums it up.
When's the stage?
25 this lap, last lap.
Lap 23 goes up on the board, just a couple of laps shy of stage number 1. Turzak's led them all to this point. Mefford's still right there on the back bumper.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Yeah, I don't know how he
Caution is out.
rotates the
Line up
car on
single
that
file.
turn 4 like he does.
Stage 1.
Just lose everybody. Oh, they're back.
Man, is there any way I could
That
get
was
my
a little
lap
scary.
back? The stupid computer crashed right before the race started.
Twenty-five goes up on the board. Half a lap away from the end.
They can give his laps back.
Pit road is now open.
Turn 4, unchallenged. Turzak's going to take stage number 1.
Pit box in 3, 2, 1. Right here.
There it is. First stage in the books. Caution waves. Turzak wins that first stage. We'll see if anybody makes a trek down pit lane. It's relatively early
That's it,
to
go.
do so. But again, 3 sets
Line
of
up
tires. You
single
might
file.
see some drivers take that opportunity to
Got in your car and I couldn't see to get out, Brian.
race machines. There you see it. Hill pulling into pit.
Was it just us 3 there?
No, only the top 3 stayed out. Everybody else went in.
Next stop in his pit stall. Right side tires at a minimum. Maybe it's just going to be right. Maybe
boy.
take 4 in that second stop. We'll see. Drops the jack, right side's only, and they come together at the exit of pit lane.
What'd your tires look like there?
For getting together, it almost seemed Turzak may have been involved in that as well.
84, or no, actually 83, 83.
Oh, very nice.
It's 82 and 84.
Well,
79, 87.
a couple of drivers stay on the racetrack. Neil Quick, Larry Bruner, Duke. Top
There's
three.
not another stage, correct?
See if they take the trek down.
There's
Not a
another
caution.
stage, but yeah, no caution.
Neil Quick in his familiar white and blue deuce colors.
On your own, brother.
Go back to Rusty Wallace.
10-4. I figured it would be no, but I figured doesn't hurt to ask.
No Miller Lite on these
All right,
race
man, we're
cars,
going
though.
green
Just a
next
little
time by.
RS12
All right,
Esports.
man,
But
line up on
second
the
and third
inside
opt
row.
to hit pit lane here.
Oh, were those
two of them.
lappers?
Still stays out on the racetrack.
Two of them went in. Neil's the only one that stayed out.
Spot where Neil started in the 12th position here. Not a great qualifying effort for the two.
Let the
You know
44
Seen
come
Neil's
by.
gonna send
Get
it.
ready.
Some of these trucks
Oh, yeah.
over the years,
What?
he's
All right,
hard to
man.
get around.
Cars in.
Give him some track
Green,
position.
green,
We'll
green.
see if Turzak's got anything for him here on the restart.
Deleted
About a
did
lap and a half.
31,
Can I get a black clear?
43 outside.
Legendary Gaming Network says
Yeah,
Robbins
40-20
Racing.
is a black
Sure
clear
is.
too.
Yeah.
Still there.
Especially in a place like Hickory, it's almost a requirement.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Still there.
So here we go. Pace car lights are off. That means one thing. We should be going green the next time by. A couple
Still
of
there.
cars trying to get lined up here. They may wave this one off.
All clear, all
Larry
clear.
Bruner there to
You got
the
one
inside with the
outside.
leaders.
Next car
Not
is
sure
the
where
leader.
he's supposed
Stay
to
low,
be.
there's a car on the high
Does he
side.
come to pit lane here?
All clear, all clear.
No, he stays
Outside.
out.
All
Green flag
clear,
back
all
in the
clear.
air. Quick leads him down in turns 1 and 2, but slides up the racetrack, opens the
Yeah,
door
one
for
outside.
Turzak. Turzak may drive
All
through
clear,
into
all
turn
clear.
3. Quick stays up
Outside.
top and carry the momentum out of the corner, but Turzak
Stay
to
low.
the inside.
Oh, Neil is working Kyle.
Stay low. Stay low. There's
Forward
a
with
car on
Neil
the high
Quick.
side.
Trying to defend.
Still there. Next car is the leader. Stay low. All clear, all clear. All right, man, you're back in second. You got one outside. The leader just did a 15.149.
Battle into turns 1 and 2, side by side still. Quick not going away quietly. To the inside still is Turzak. Quick's trying to get down in behind at least, but Brian McCann's going to fill the void. Now it's side by side for the second spot. McCann to the bottom in the 3. Neil Quick up top in the 2. Brandon Mefford following along behind.
You got one outside. Stay low. All clear, all clear.
That's a good save on Kyle's part.
Outside. All clear, all clear.
Turzak back to the point. McCann now into the second spot. We have a battle for a third. Neil Quick still has it for now. Effort up to his old tricks, putting the left sides on the flat of the racetrack, trying to get the race car to rotate. A little bit of contact from Brian McCann, gets into the back of Kyle Turzak, moves him up the racetrack a bit, but Turzak maintains the lead, at least for now. McCann gets the nose to the
Oh, that was rude.
Turzak drives out
about
of
that,
turn 2 and maintains that top spot.
Looked like Neil just flat out took him out.
The leader just did a 15.337.
Oh, trouble! Effort gets into Neil Quick. They go up the racetrack. Oh, there we got more.
Got my toe messed up.
Still, we stay green.
You just get right hooked.
That's what it felt like.
Not sure where Neil Quick ended up in that. Slides back into the 8th position behind James Pileski. Pileski still not on the lead lap. Marked as 14th on the racetrack. Back out front. Top
Do you think Kyle's just saving?
and McCann as they go at it again.
Yeah.
question in the stream chat says,
I can't attack yet.
closest to Lancaster, PA. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure who's.
We're too equal.
A lot of the drivers do enter their hometown information into the live stream, so that will pop up on occasion if we're on board with that particular driver. You know, Brian McCann's out of North Carolina. Turzak, I think, is in Virginia. Well, let's try and go through the field here. Timmy Schofield, he's out of Michigan. Steve Durbin in the 30. No hometown for Durbin. Brandon Mefford out of Indiana. William Tyndall, no hometown.
The leader just did a 15.46.
Mike Cook out of Glen Burnie, Maryland. I guess we're getting kind of closer. Neil Quick is from Missouri, I believe. Missouri, Mississippi, one of the two. He's a Midwesterner. Newt Quick, of course, the same thing. Chris Wally was in Florida. I think he's in Georgia these days. Gosh,
You hanging in all right, Brandon?
Larry Bruner,
Yeah.
Antonio, Josh Stewart. No hometown. I think, of course, James Pileski out of Wisconsin. So I think Mike Cook might be the closest to Lancaster.
The way you ended up hooking right, I was surprised the caution didn't come out. You must have saved it pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't hit anything.
Turzak's
Oh, he said Brandon. I thought he said Brian.
performance by the 051 to this point. Though Neil Quick did lead some laps on the restart. He has slipped back into the 8th.
Tyndall hit me, but that was it.
He didn't pit during that first stage break. Qualified 12th, so it's a couple of positions to the good on that strategy, so it's not too terrible. I would imagine he's at least going to take rights here on this next stage coming up here in about 15 laps. For Kyle Turzak, looking back at the rest of the field. Brian McCann in hot pursuit, a half car length off the back bumper of Turzak.
The leader just did a 15.399.
Legendary Gaming Network. That was awesome. Much appreciated. Well, I appreciate you being here. Top two very close together still. Brian McCann, though, I wonder if he's shown his cards to this point. Still relatively early, not quite halfway. McCann typically a challenger to Kyle Turzak, but man, Turzak's won a ton of races this season. And McCann's picked up a couple, maybe three.
Four, Steve. Come on. I think. I broke my concentration.
11 wins on the season, and we're not even into the playoffs just yet. Ryan McCann with 4 wins, not too shabby.
Yeah, there you go.
Your winners on the season. Brandon Mefford picked one up at 5 Flags. James Pileski at South Boston.
The leader just did a 15.423.
Really, that's about it. Turzak, a dominant driver this season here in the IROC Challenge Series. It seems there's always one that shows up and kind of cleans house. It's usually Aaron Smith, but we haven't seen Aaron Smith show up to any of the races this season. He did kind of make the threat that he could come out and turn laps at a couple of these tracks, but so far we have not seen him. And imagine beginning of next season, that's a name you're going to be
What did he say?
curious if Turzak comes out and joins us for that as well. Turzak, no stranger to a late model in the sim and in real life. Build a battle out front, the top two. It's Turzak and McCann. Timmy Schofield in the 3rd spot. Brandon Mefford 4th. Durbin running 5th.
All right, man. Halfway this time by.
Couple of laps away from stage number 2 being complete.
That is stage 2.
Get to see the rest of the strategy begin to play out. And Neil Quick still running in the 9th spot. Call it a 3 positions to the good for his strategy call. Certainly not where he wanted to be. The contact with Brandon Mefford, likely what's really hurt him the most. I think the no-pit strategy, at least for the 2, not a bad idea. Backstretch for the final time in stage 2. Terzak is going to lead on a turn number 4. To the line, Terzak wins it as well.
Shoot.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
And stage yellow, basically.
Stage 2 does not get a yellow flag for its completion, only stage 1. They underpower here at Hickory Motor Speedway.
Pit road is now open.
It's too long of a name. We're just going to call him LGM. I'm sorry, LGN. Says just tweeted this out. We appreciate that as well. Multi-streaming here on IROC TV and HBR TV 1 on YouTube. As the caution comes out, Mike Cook might be in trouble. Indeed he is. Facing the wrong direction here on the front straightaway.
84, 89.
Trying to get square here.
All right, that's it.
No,
Go.
we didn't get the caution for stage 2, but very soon after we had a natural caution with Mike Cook going around here on the front straightaway. Let's get a look at the incident here with the 00.
Control finds that on the 00.
He's having all sorts of problems.
Will be issued with the 1 degree.
Back it up a little bit further here. I want to get an idea.
Really should have stayed and got some stuff fixed,
Yo,
but
lucky dogs aren't working out for me today, boy.
He's trying to fight here with the 62 at Tyndall. He gets crossed up and in the grass off at 2, but that's not what the caution came out for. Now he's into 3 and 4, slow pace, and just loses it again. I think he might have lost that right rear tire.
Damn, I'm going to be held up by
We are to the green.
person that stayed out again.
To the green, John.
Drivers entering the pit lane here. Some already making their pit
Wait,
stops.
no, he pitted. Never mind.
Looks like Steve Durbin came down pit lane. I think he only
All right,
took
man, we're
about
going
2
green
seconds
next
of
time
fuel.
by.
He's going to come
All right,
back
man.
down.
Line
Let
up on
some
the
laps.
outside row now.
Tim, you're hanging in there. You might be up here for the win, right?
Put Terzak back out in front.
Hey, you and Kyle tangle it up and collect Brandon,
Just
maybe.
ahead of him here. He's technically in 11th position.
I didn't want anyone to
Get
talk
ready.
about it. I was just kind of hanging.
Waiting for it, huh?
All right, man. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag. Next car is the leader. The leader just did a 30.676.
Legendary Gaming Network says, I have almost 6,800 subscribers. Let's hope some discover this. Man, I really appreciate that. If we get any out of this, that's a plus. Again, we're streaming live here on IROC TV and HBR TV, both on YouTube. Dual stream platform here. And it is the IROC Challenge Series. As we get ready to go back green.
Fine.
Star is off. Barney with the green in hand, and it waves.
You doing that with a broken right front, Brandon?
I guess so.
Nice.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single
Put it
file.
out. Hand
The
out the
road is
window.
closed.
On the pitch car
Let
by.
the
Check it
A
out.
car by.
Mother, that scared me.
Terzak maintains the top spot. Then it's Brian McCann and Brandon Mefford. Top
That
three.
thing had that super late.
Fourth is Tim Schofield.
Oh, right side of your car looked pretty good.
51.
I mean, I got kind of
Just a little wheel damage?
Lucky dog. How about like a
Was the left side
Sympathy,
tore up then?
lucky dog.
I thought the 62 smashed me in both the front.
I'd say I don't see anything.
77.
You look pretty
I had
good.
a minute of damage.
The caution
Yeah,
comes out.
maybe it's up in front, because I don't see it.
As it looks like
Yeah, I was on the outside and he just come up. He didn't know I was there apparently.
Josh Funkhauser in trouble along with him.
Car by.
He gets clear and away. Stewart trying to get righted, going the right direction. Let's get a look at it.
You guys are doing something different on entry that I'm not able to do.
Wally in the black and gray number 51. Does he lose it on his own? It looks like, yeah, it just starts
Can race with you on the short run though.
Neil Quick gets to the outside.
Yeah, you were getting up to me there.
Bottom of the racetrack, poor entry. Slides up. Yeah, there it is. Gets contact with Neil Quick. It almost looked like he lost the nose really bad there. Slid the car up the racetrack. May have burned up the right front. I don't know what kind of tire strategy he had prior to this incident. Neil Quick comes through and just dumps the 03 of Stewart. Not intentional, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
To the green. I know there's an EOL. Thank you, sir.
Wally, figure out what car we're running next season.
80 laps complete here from Hickory.
I haven't heard anything.
I hate to do it right in the middle.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard anything.
Back of the green, but we got to take a side-by-side break, so stay with us. You won't miss the restart.
All right,
You won't
man,
miss
we're
a
going
moment
green
of the
next time
action.
by. All right, man.
We'll be right back
Line up on the
after this.
outside road.
I want to go.
I met Marco Scarza when we
Somebody say anything about the B car?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors.
Is that the one you like?
Help us raise money. He's
Yep, not any good in it still, but I like
I
it.
would describe Marco.
I was kind of hoping to go back to the A car.
Someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Inside. Stay high. Clear low, clear low. Got one outside.
Nice.
Stay low,
Hey, I got a black flag
stay low.
that should have been an EOL. It's telling me I didn't exit the pit safe, but I
Stay low,
wasn't
there's a car
on the
on the high
pits
side.
during green flag.
You're clear high, clear high.
That was about 10% worth of tire.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
That was fucking me.
Language.
Pit road is now open.
Thought you had the crossover, Brian.
Yeah, I don't know which one's better. Is the top side better, low side?
I'm not sure. I like the top side on them restarts, but I don't know if you can finish it.
Race control finds that on the 93. EOL will be issued with the 2 to green.
If you can get rid of his exit, it might help you.
One thing's for sure, we used about 10% worth of tire there.
Car by. You got the position when the yellow flag came out.
If you could use up some bumper, that'd be good too.
How about did you see me check up real hard?
Good thing you did. I never looked in my mirror, so I don't have no idea where you were at.
I just got a good run right through there, and you guys were on the bottom. I had to check up. I could have plowed through both of you.
I got you.
Activate snowplow.
Send it up the middle.
3 wide.
Pit road is closed.
I don't think Steve saw any of that either. They're doing it on a commercial right now.
Oh, dang.
The 051 taking the top side on the restart.
It's a bold strategy.
Oh.
Mm.
Leader is taking outside line.
Somebody listen to the
All right, man,
stream.
we're going green next time by. All right, man. Line up on the outside row now. Get ready.
Welcome back to Hickory Motor Speedway. While we were in the side-by-side, you saw the restart and then the subsequent caution with James Pileski. It looked like the 4 of Newt Quick. Lazy spin by the 4. Did not make any contact with the wall.
Oh, sorry, Tim.
90. Pace car lights have gone out. Set for a restart. Looks like Terzak's opted for the outside line here on the restart. Saw it during the side-by-side. Him and McCann battling for that top spot. Terzak.
Is that getting there a little squirrely there for you, Brandon?
No, my entry made me push up, so I had to check up.
Number 4, Barney with the green, and there it is. We're racing once again.
That was your fastest lap of the session. The car in P1 just set the fastest lap, 14.94.
Terzak on the jump, gets back out in front of Brian McCann, a half car length between the two of them. Third place is Tim Schofield into 12. Brandon Mefford still in that 4th spot. Hasn't really...
I don't sense a lot of saving going on anymore.
There is absolutely no saving happening.
Showing some right front damage from his earlier contact with the 2 and Neil Quick. Neil Quick, however, running 14th, still in pit lane.
053. All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file.
Neil is actually out of the race.
He just get a better jump, Brian.
I don't know if we'll see him back for race number 2 later on this evening.
The previous one I anticipated and we took off at the same time, but that one I didn't get.
Yeah, Tim did a great job on that time.
Pretty sure I used up 10% there myself.
He's still 2 laps down. Needs a couple more cautions to get back up the lead lap.
Oh yeah, I mean, Kyle did all the work on that one. I just had to stay on him.
I didn't hit
Cook involved in this one as well.
He had a huge jump.
Quick again. Cook not having a good day there, trying to get righted. It's the wall a couple of times, trying to drive away from the seat.
Got the lucky dog. Let him by on the outside.
He may have gotten this 1 lap back now, but let's go back and look, see what happened here with the 00. Go a little further back. Looked to be some contact from the 4 or chain reaction contact. Full speed here into turn 4.
So if Kyle does that again, and you're on the outside, Brandon,
44 of Bruner.
It's your opportunity.
Quick doesn't. Round goes the 00.
Unless Brian times it right.
And then
Brian's probably going to beat him to the line.
A couple more times.
Pit road is closed.
.99 laps complete here from Hickory Motor Speedway. Top 5 is currently Kyle Terzak, Brian McCann, Timmy Schofield, Brandon Mefford, and Steve Durbin.
All right, man.
Further down the line, it's 6th place Josh Funkhauser, then Larry Bruner, William Tyndall in 8th, 9th Chris Wally, 10th Mike Cook, Newt Quick shown in the 11th.
Are you allowed to beat him to the line, Brian?
James Pileski still 13th.
Nope.
And 14th and out of the race, it's Neil Quick.
Unless I fire before his bumper on green.
Coming to 25 laps to go.
Green, green, green.
Should get the 1 to go signal this time by.
The leader just did a 29.677.
And there it is. Get the restart here with 24 laps remaining. Terzak's going to take the top side again on the restart. Worked well for him on the previous restart. See if it pays off again.
Yeah, I don't like the inside anymore. Like wherever the leader is starting.
You just hit the fastest lap.
That green back in the air. Terzak with the jump. Might have caught Brian McCann sleeping just a bit. now for the third spot between Brandon Mefford and Tim Schofield. Mefford takes it away. Schofield relegated back to P4. William Tyndall into the fifth spot. Steve Durbin lost that. He's now running in sixth.
I'm overdriving it.
While back out front, Terzak still with the top spot over Brian McCann, Brandon Mefford, Tim Schofield, William Tyndall. Top five, it's Durbin, Funkhauser, Cook, Buke, Quick, and Larry Bruner, the top 10. Chris Wally, 11th, the last car on the lead lap. That's still very smooth, very clean, very fast here at Hickory Motor Speedway, though Brian McCann not letting him get too far out in front. A car length and a half between.
You guys are synchronized.
The three. Max finally got it in kill mode, trying to get this thing to the checkered flag and get set for the second race of the evening.
That wall out of turn 4 is getting on my nerves. Getting in my way.
That on rails here at Hickory Motor Speedway, still dipping the left sides just down on the flag racetrack. We've got 15 laps to go. Terzak with no intentions of giving that top spot up.
The leader just did a 15.167.
And McCann trying to change up his line just a bit. Trying to find anything that can make him just a tick faster to catch up with the 051 of Terzak. He does have the fastest lap of the race by comparison. Terzak, his best of 14.94 to McCann's 14.92. Know if it's going to make a difference, though, as Terzak starting to check out once again. A couple of car lengths now back to second place. 11 laps to go, 10.5 if you want to be real specific. Field back into 3 and 4 once again, coming to 10 laps to go at the stripe. Main for Kyle Terzak. He's locked up the most laps led for sure.
Just did a 15.288.
8 laps to go now. Can Brian McCann do anything with him? He's got to catch him first. Then he's got to pass.
I ain't doing nothing. I've been killed my tire.
In many cases, just to catch Kyle Terzak.
Let's go to right rear somehow.
We're in a podium position.
Around this season, and 11 wins thus far, with multiple races still remaining. Brian McCann still not too shabby with 4 wins on the season. Brandon Mefford, who's running third with just 1. As the laps tick down, it looks like Brian McCann might have burned off that right front tire. The race car starting to push the exit of some of these corners. By comparison, Terzak still on rails.
2 laps to go. All right, man. White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Good race.
3 laps remain here from Hickory Motor Speedway. Kyle Turzak just got to stay smooth. Cross his fingers, hope for no more cautions, as now we've got 2 laps to
flag,
go.
Man. It's over. Great job, driver.
Good racing, guys. Congrats on this win, Kyle. Glad to see you kept the race
Turzak
from
very
pit
smooth
injury
once
tonight.
again through 3 and 4. White flag in the air. Final lap here from Hickory and race.
Kept it away from pit entry. Now we get to do that all over
For the
again.
final time, Kyle Turzak from pole position has led the most laps. He's going to win race number 1 tonight. Ryan McCann second, Mefford third, Tim Schofield fourth. Liam Tyndall comes home in the 5th spot. Kyle Turzak, your win.
I guess it's a good points race anyway.
Try and get to these guys here as quick as possible here post-race. We do have a second race, another 125-lap event coming up next with a bit of an inversion. Turzak just parks it. No burnouts. You got to save that motor for the next race. Fingers crossed we can get Turzak up into the booth here momentarily. Turzak, McCann, and Mefford. Sometimes Brandon doesn't decide to come up into the booth after these races, but that's okay. Turzak's available, so we'll pull driver the 051 into the broadcast booth. Get a word with Kyle Turzak. Kyle, it's Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Kyle, congratulations, man. A dominant performance, but Brian McCann stayed at least hot on your trail here tonight. Got underneath you a couple of times. I did see that you changed up your restart position to the outside line there late. What was the mindset in that decision there going to the top on the restarts?
Yeah, the bottom is really dominant here, and I knew that with the new oval refresh, the top comes in, and on that restart there, I could tell Brian was starting to keep up on the top, so I was like, okay, let me try this, and good enough that the top would work, but, me and Brian right there had a good couple battles right there. He was a really good race car driver. Yeah, it was just an eventful race, really. We had those Neil stayed out right there on stage 2 and stage 1 and started first in stage 2. And overall, good race for the 051 camp. Just need to work on some things and definitely need to stay that right a little bit more and looking at it right now.
Seemed like a place that suits your driving style. You got around here, you looked very smooth around this place, but what's going to change here for this second race? I know we got a little bit of an inversion to be concerned with. How is getting through traffic going to be in this second race tonight?
Well, I think this first stage right here is just all about who can get up front.
Brian, it's Steve with HBR TV. You got me?
Yeah, I do.
Brian, congratulations. A second place finish here in race number 1. It seemed that you had the pace here tonight. You actually had the fastest lap of the race at 14:92 compared to Turzak's 94. With the invert coming up here in this next race, the game plan to try and run down Kyle Turzak and maybe pick up a win in this second race.
Yeah, the field's going to be inverted, so we're going to have to see how we both actually, it's anybody's game when it's inverted. See who can get through the field first. The leader has a huge advantage, especially when the caution comes out. And it's hard, just like it always is, hard to pass.
Kyle was talking about the oval update and how the top has started to come in at some of these places. Have you found that the top side of the racetrack was a little bit faster in some cases, at least later on in the run?
Yeah, there was one restart where I timed it pretty good on the top side and stayed on the outside for, I think, half a lap or lap. And then Kyle I noticed he was driving his car just all it had, burning his tires up. So I was like, all right, I got to burn my tires up too. And then we did a crossover and we did like 2 or 3 laps, but I bet we burned 5% of tire off or more.
Well, either way, it was a fun one to watch, relatively clean. Hopefully there's more of that in store here in race number 2, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, man. Yeah, there was one restart where I timed it pretty good on the top side and stayed on the outside. Was his mic messed up for you? Half a lap or lap. And And then Kyle I noticed he was driving his car just all it had, burning his tires up. So I was like, all right, I got to burn my tires up too. And then we did a crossover, and we did like 2 or 3 laps, but I bet just be me. Burned 5% of tire off or more.
Well, either way, it was a fun one to watch. Relatively more of that in store here in race number 2, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Brian McCann, your runner-up. Next, we're going to talk to Brandon Mefford, third-place finisher. We'll see if he's got anything for these guys here in race number 2.
Oh, that's fine.
Steve with HBR TV. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, bub.
Brandon, nice job.
Oh, that was weird.
Finish. Some big-time battles for you tonight. This one was certainly earned. First off, good job finishing in that third spot. Let's go back to the incident with you and Neil quick, though. You guys obviously have raced together for quite some time. We didn't quite catch it on the broadcast. What exactly happened with you and the two there early on in this race?
I went back and looked at it, and I had a run up the inside of him going down into 1, and I think he was trying to get down behind me, and he just misjudged it, and it turned me right. And then I didn't hit anything, and then I got straightened back up, and then Tyndall didn't see me all the way on the high side, and then we got into it, and it really messed the front end toe end up a little bit, but I don't think it was anything Neil was doing on purpose. I think he just tried to get down and misjudged it, and we hit right rear to left front.
Sometimes the way that it goes. Of course, we talked to Kyle and Brian about the invert here in race number 2. What's your strategy here, knowing that you're going to have to start a little bit deeper in the field than initially planned?
Well, the good news is I get to start ahead of Kyle for just a minute. Him and Brian are really, really fast today. So, just plan to get through the field. Hope to stay,
nighttime.
Keep the car clean and get some fresh tires there. Being Kyle or Brian, and then just go race it out.
Bouncing around a little bit here in the early stages of tonight's race, we did see that as you ran second there to Kyle Turzak, you almost seemed to have a bit more pace. Was that the case, or was Turzak maybe laying off a little bit? It seemed like if you were able to get around him, you might have been able to put some distance on Kyle.
Yeah, I'm going to throw him a bone and say he was just toying with me, giving me a little false hope.
Well, we'll look forward to race number 2 here tonight. Good luck, Brandon.
Thanks, Steve.
It's Brandon Mefford, your third-place finisher here in race number 1. We're going to step aside, get a break out of the way before we set up here for our next 125 lapper to close out tonight. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back.
You just hit the fastest lap. You just hit the fastest lap.
Session up.
You've got wheel damage.
I thought I was getting in the wrong one. I'm good.
It's nighttime.
Go fast.
Spartan Transportation and Spartan Logistic Management is your one source for all your shipping needs. 53-foot dry van shipments, auto transport shipments, full-service in-house brokerage, drop-lot facilities, just-in-time deliveries to all auto manufacturers, facilities in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, and Indianapolis, Indiana. Spartan Logistics LLC, proud sponsor of the IROC series, Kyle Steffens, UMP Modified and Silver Crown driver, and Cordy Gundaker, World of Outlaws late model. Visit us at spartan-logistics.net. Find us on Facebook.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We needed sponsors to help us raise money, and he's always the first one to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Got one outside. You're clear high, clear high. Have a slow car on the bottom. Got one stopped up high. Got one outside. All clear, all clear. Go low. Got one stopped up high. Go low. Have a slow car on the bottom. Slow car down low. Got one stopped up high. You just hit the fastest lap. Go low. Got a car stopped up high. Go low. Go high.
Gonna try and stop Smith. He drops down below, throws the block. Up the racetrack, throws another block. McCann goes to the outside. 3 wide for the race lead. In the win here in Daytona. Crosses the stripe and we're all wrecking it. Brian McCann takes the checkered flag. Blaze has newer tires. 6 laps newer to be specific. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. He makes some contact with Zach Millett. Millett drops it back to the bottom. Off of turn number 4 for the final time. Zach Millett's gonna win through the trial for the final time. And oh, they're wrecking. Big trouble. Vincent Short sneaks through. And I think Short's gonna win there. He does. Vincent Short wins.
Go low. Inside. All clear, all clear. Have a slow car on the bottom. Got one stopped up high. Go low.
No, I need to cut across 8 lanes. None? I turn now. Good luck, everybody else.
Good luck, everybody else.
Got one stopped up high.
What's weird is on his commercial break there, I don't know what the audio's synced to.
Car stops down low.
This is just a car doing a burnout on the screen.
Cows were sitting down there.
Oh, Wally. Hey, Wally.
What's up? So I'm racing on a PlayStation 5 controller tonight.
No shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, till you wreck your boss in race one.
Now I'm all embarrassed. You made that one. You did pretty good.
I won't run that hard in a race.
Why not?
Because I'll wreck somebody.
Unsure of yourself?
Yeah.
Car 051.
The one person I didn't want to wreck, I wrecked.
14.151. Go high.
In the first race.
Who was that?
Neil.
Ah.
As long as I don't have to use the brakes, I'm okay.
Why's my thing not working?
Sorry, Larry, I thought I could get up and go.
Let's do it again.
But I just don't know where that baby of mine.
Welcome back to Hickory Motor Speedway. The warm-up for race number 2 just about concluded. Night has fallen here on the racetrack, so going to be very different race conditions for these drivers this evening. Track temperature has certainly come down. We'll take a look at that. Remember, it was 120 degrees Fahrenheit earlier in that first race. Now it's all the way down to high 70s, 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Air temperature remains the same, so does humidity and the wind. Track temp, that's going to be the story here. Faster times already being seen here. The fastest of 14:15 out of Kyle Turzak here in the warm-up. Yeah, just about 20 seconds remaining in this session.
All right, man.
Times in that top 5, all within half a tenth just about, as Medford dumps the 51. Again, it's just the warm-up, folks. No real cars, no real damage. Don't need to worry about backup cars here.
All right, gentlemen, same rules apply. Same stages. Stage 1 is lap 25 with caution. Stage 2, lap 65, no caution.
This is
All
deep.
over,
I'm
remain
scared.
same and in place. Good luck, have fun.
Everyone's good.
Not only is there a pile of people in front of me, I got
Cross my fingers.
you clowns ready to drive up my arse.
Grid displays. Looks like Neil Quick's going to be on the pole. Is that how it shows up? Yes.
Did I hear Wally in here earlier?
So,
Yeah, I'm in.
position with the invert. It's going to be the 2 of Neil Quick.
Racing on the PS5 controller, so look out.
Yeah, dude, did you get moved yet?
Laps down, but he's going to start on the front.
I'm in a rental home right now for the month.
Start 3rd, Steve Durbin 4th. Larry Bruner rolls off in the 5th spot. The 4 of Neil Quick will start 6th. Mike Cook in the 00 rolls from the 7th starting position. 8th goes to Josh Funkhauser. William Tyndall, the number 62, will start in the 9th spot with Timmy Schofield, the number 12, starting 10th. 11th starter, it's the 83 of Brandon Meffert, flanked by the 3 of Brian McCann in the 12th position. 13th starter is going to be Kyle Turzak. Last but not least, it'll be Chris Wally in the number 51. This is going to be fun to watch. Keep a close eye on those guys. Meffert, McCann, Turzak, they've got some work to do to get through this field. But meanwhile, James Pileski's no slouch either. Remember, he's won a race this season, hasn't been in a lot of these races this year, in this season, but he's shown a lot of pace when he is here. Chris Wally says, racing with a PS5 controller tonight. Oh, Lord. I don't envy you, man. I thought about doing that, I don't know, a couple of seasons ago when we were running the trucks. When I was racing and not broadcasting, I ended up bringing my wheel and pedals to a hotel and somehow managed to make it work. I think that was on Bristol dirt of all places.
Caution is out.
It's not a fun night.
You've got wheel damage. Line up single file. Pit road is closed. Catch the 051 car. Your car has too much damage.
Pulls down pit lane.
Brian got wiped out.
He does, and we're underway.
Pretty sure that was him.
The 62 looked like it hit the end of the wall, and I killed Brian.
We can repair most of the damage.
B.
You'll still have minor wheel damage.
62 came up on me on the straightaway. I got out of the gas to try to let him in, but he was wrecking.
And we got a caution. Chris Wally in trouble with William Tyndall.
62 has no front end on him. But he was in front of me. Odd. Oh, now I'm seeing the replay.
62 machine badly bruised. You see the left rear towed in, the left front towed out.
That's it. Go.
Thought it'd be good left turns before. It's going to be.
How bad is it, Brian?
Tyndall just trying to
undrivable
pit lane, but again with no fast repair, I think his night may be done.
Optional repairs are 5 minutes 30.
Just teasing you, buddy.
Brian McCann in pit lane.
I know.
McCann looks like he got a piece of this.
Ooh, wow.
To the 3. Let's get a look at the replay, see what happened.
Ate my lunch.
Tyndall trying to come up here in the start-finish line, gets into the 3. Oh, big-time impact for all 3 drivers. Tyndall gets forced up into that tire barrier, protecting the concrete wall. See it here at start-finish.
Me hitting you, Brian's probably what killed you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was like he hit the wall in front of me and stopped him while you hit me at the same time, so I got it both ends.
Gaming Network said it earlier on. It says navigating the field.
You felt like you were in one of those movies, didn't you?
See what happens. Tough break for Brian McCann. Early on in trouble.
I thought I was clear right there because no, he was coming back down, wasn't he? I knew he was going to hit those tires, so I was trying to.
Ready, Tim?
I was trying to get off of him.
What's that?
Let's go.
He was going to pop down in front of me anyway.
We've got a mess in front of us still.
Yeah, no, just fucking with you.
Wally involved in that incident after he was telling us he was on a controller. I thought for sure it was on him.
Be patient.
Not to be the case.
Yeah, I was going to hit Tyndall anyway, so it didn't matter what Wally did.
Wally's still on track, it seems. Should be okay moving forward, but William Tyndall, Brian McCann, Tyndall for sure. I would imagine his day is done.
I'm sorry.
Significant damage. He may be able to.
Damn, that just stopped this.
A solid finish here tonight has gone.
Stopped him
early here at Hickory. Brian McCann sits in pit lane.
Terzak is about to move the pile.
Imagine seeing that wreck in real life.
Car doesn't look terrible, but
that would hurt.
It's kind of hard to say. Could have some underlying wheel or suspension damage on that 3 machine. And back out front.
And I'm stuck.
Lesky out to the early jump again. Neil Quick second. Durbin third. Nuke Quick in fourth. Josh Funkhauser in the 5th spot. Enters a contest for that position here as the 03 Stewart was trying to get to the outside of Funkhauser. Not to be denied as Funkhauser hangs on to the battle for the 6th position with Bruner and Josh Stewart. They're side by side, as is Mike Cook, Timmy Schofield. Terzak taking a look and to make it 3 wide. No, tucks in behind the 00. This is some big-time action here at the back of the pack. Some fast drivers mixed in with some kind of fast drivers. It's just the way it is. It's the reality of things. Terzak's got work to do to try and cut his way through this field. He's already up in the 8th position after starting almost last. Working on the 00 of Mike Cook.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Durbin?
I question how good this heart rate monitor is. Off my arm reading 97 right now, 98 going up.
It's a long road to Dixie.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got your map. I'm sorry if I did.
Hickory Motor Speedway.
I haven't raced like this since 2010, 2011.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
Wall, a little too much of a top line for the 00.
That is not my heart.
You were racing sim with that?
Just right after.
Yeah, when I started iRacing, I was using a controller. Not this one, it was a Logitech.
See what happened here to the 30 just a moment ago.
Control finds that
Urban was running inside the top 5 behind Neil Quick at the time.
Why haven't you moved to
will be issued
your new home yet?
Cool.
Don't know if he made contact with the 2 necessarily. It was close, but then he gets the car down to the flat of the racetrack and it just over-rotates on him. He's going to lock her down. Doesn't hit anything, but loses some valuable track position here at Hickory. It's tough to get around people here, and he's got plenty more to go around at this point as he's going to restart, I think, about the 12th position when we get back under green.
I guess I'm going to go watch this race from the broadcast. Yeah, I'm going to get off the computer.
So we'll go through the field here real quick when we have the...
Ain't no reason for me to come back out. I still got a minute 23, 15 laps down.
Nuke Quick runs in the 3rd position. Joshua Funkhauser is 4th. Larry Bruner 5th. 6th place Kyle Terzak up 7 spots already. Continues to march forward. Mike Cook is 7th. 8th is Tim Schofield. 9th Brandon Mefford. Chris Wally rounding out the top 10. Josh Stewart 11th. Steve Durbin after the incident 12th. 13th is William Tyndall. Brian McCann still shown in 14th in pit lane. Tyndall, however, is officially out of this race. McCann may get back into it.
Yeah.
Some repairs made.
I'm going to go ahead and turn the stream off.
A position maybe 2 to be gained.
Watch it from the broadcast. Y'all have a good one.